Welcome back to Willow Spring. On this episode, it's the battle of the blown Mustang, brand new versus the previous generation. Get ready for an all-Ford frenzy. On this head-to-head, it's the new Shelby GT500 against the 03 SVT Cobra, better known as the Terminator. This full-throttle showdown is brought to you by Royal Purple. These are two of the meanest Mustangs ever made, and we're putting them to the test. On the track and then side by side in a drag race. We're gonna find out if newer really means better. Here's a quick look at the specs. The Shelby's supercharged 5.4-liter unleashes 500 ponies and 480 foot-pounds of torque, while the Cobra's blown 4.6-liter cranks out 390 horsepower and 370 foot-pounds. And when new, cost over 9 G's less. Let's hear what some owners think about this matchup.
Well, pretty much the only all it has is about 100 more horsepower, but that thing weighs a lot more than mine. Suspension on it, I mean, it's pretty much an old Thunderbird. You know, this Mustang of mine, it has an independent rear suspension, so I'm pretty confident it's going to just whip its tail all up and down the track today.
When the supercharger kicks in, it's a feeling that's unbelievable. You can break rubber in the first 4 gears with ease. It's going to be very exciting for me because this is the first track experience I'll have with the car, and I think we should be able to bring top speed down the straightaway. Should be breaking 150 plus is what I'm looking for, so we'll see.
Out on the track, these mighty Mustangs are in the hands of the crazy sweet Samuel Hubenet. Sammy's a true pro and one seriously talented driver. He's got the skills and the guts needed to push these cars to their absolute limit. Coming up next, Sam whips these ponies out on the track and only one car can win. So hold on, gearheads. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Royal Purple is the performance oil that outperforms. In fact, when given the choice, 25 out of 28 of America's top engine builders choose Royal Purple. More horsepower and torque and maximum protection against heat and wear. Royal Purple, the performance oil that outperforms.
There is no spark plug more capable of harnessing power than the patented Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. For improved horsepower and better fuel economy on any vehicle.
Welcome back to Head-to-Head's 08 GT500 versus 03 Cobra shootout at Willow Springs. The big track at Willow Springs is the fastest road course in the West. It's 2.5 miles and has 9 corners, one of which is the fastest in the U.S. It's also got a very long front straight. Now let's see what they're like to drive. It's time to put the pedal to the metal.
We're in the 03 SVT Cobra Ford Mustang. Fairly heavy car. 3,600 pounds. Yeah, this thing is definitely tail happy, drift happy, Sam happy. So there's a lot of mass to pull around here. We'll see what the brake's going to do with that, and if the power is enough to beat the 08 GT500. Whoa, yeah, turn 910 miles per hour drift. That gives you a smile. I definitely can see why the guys on the Forbes love this thing. It's a fun little toy. Every time I accelerate, the rear end's popping out. I hope the owner doesn't see me. All right, let's see what kind of lap times we can pull with this thing.
The Cobra turned a fast lap of 138.05 with an average speed of 91.79 miles an hour. Timing segment compliments of Race Pack.
Sweet, we're in the 08 GT500, the Ford Mustang. We got a brand spanking new, so I'm gonna break it in. It was fun. It's well balanced, and the rear end doesn't come out surprisingly. You know, it's just predictable. A little bit softer suspension for my taste. A little bit too much of comfort. We're doing 90 miles per hour, which is good. Has a more modern feel, but not as much of charisma, I would say. We're doing a buck 20 here now in turn 8. Handles those bumps really well. And the torque coming out of the corner is helpful to pull in the straightaway. We're doing 110, 120, 130, 140. Wow, this thing is moving.
The GT500 was over 1 second faster with a hot lap of 136.80 and an average speed of 92.97 miles an hour. Now, what you've been waiting for, the quarter-mile drag race. 2 pro drivers and no camera tricks. Here it goes. The Cobra beats the GT500. You saw the battle for yourself. Now it's time to tally the score and then declare a winner. The engine goes to the 5.4-liter Shelby. It beats the Cobra in horsepower and torque, but the quarter mile belongs to the Cobra. Handling goes to the GT500. The Cobra was tail happy. And the quick lap goes to the GT500 too. So this victory clearly belongs to the Shelby, right? Wrong. We give this one to the Cobra. The 03 is a little slower on the track, but it's much more fun to drive. On top of that, you can buy 2 used Cobras for about the price of 1 new Shelby. So that's how we see it, and that's all that matters. Until the next head-to-head, fellas, we're out of here. Tune in next week for a head-to-head battle between a Porsche World Challenge Cup car and a Time Attack blown Z06 Vet. Oh yeah, there's a driver shootout too.